Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. What's happening here? I'm so excited. So today I'm going to be playing with my new Colourpop collection. I have here the Dark Bloom collection. So here's the eyeshadow palettes, the pressed powder blushes, and the lip duos. So I'll take a closer look. Start with this eyeshadow palette. This is Grandeur, and this is the neutral color palette. I'm very excited about this color, Monaco. It's got like green flecks in it. Very exciting. The next one is the Cool Tone palette. This is the Baroque palette. So blues, grays, purples, very fun. And then their Warm palette. This is the Ornate palette. And this is the warm tones, the yellows, oranges, red tones. Super exciting. And then this is the Palatal pressed powder blush. This one is the warm toned blush. Look at the beautiful rose. This one is Vogue. This is the cool tone blush. And then this one is the Chase, and this is the neutral toned blush. And then we have the lip duo. So this one is Splendor, and this one has the Renaissance Gloss in the Ingenue Lip Velvet. This one is the Elegante, and it has the Lust Gloss and the L'Auberge Lip Velvet. I don't know how to speak French. I tried. And then the Contessa, and this is the Panache Lip Gloss and the Fatale Lip Velvet. So I'm very excited to play with these. You all know how much I love Colourpop. What is just stay out my face. So I love Colourpop. They're one of my favorite brands to play with. I've actually never used their lip or face products, so I'm very excited. I normally just do their eyeshadows. So we're gonna play with it, and today, I think today I'm going to play with the neutral palette. So the Grandeur neutral tones here. Kind of a natural smoky eye, I think. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna play with the neutral tones, but I think I'm gonna do a cut crease today. So I'm just gonna grab what I need for that. I still need to do like a here's everything in my makeup drawers video, but let's see. All right, so I'm going to come in first with just a nice transitional tone. So I'm going to use this color here. This is the shade Velvet. And I'm going to take just a tapered blending brush and go into that shade. And I'm just going to use this as a transition color right at and above my crease. So just like that. So it's a very neutral color, and again, this is just a transition color to help build off of. Okay, and now I'm going to take a crease brush. They're all like stained right now. I need to clean them up. Okay, so, and actually, I'm going to take a finer crease brush, I think. No, I'm going to take my Mont D. This is the Masterpiece Crease, and I'm going to come into this shade right here. This is the shade Mode. See that? There we go. And I'm going to put that in my crease. Bring it out a bit. we go. There's not a lot of fallout happening, which is nice, no kickback. I find with Colourpop palettes, it's kind of hit or miss on whether or not you're going to get some kickback. I have some palettes where I get a lot of kickback, and then I have some palettes where I don't get much at all. So I took this right at my crease. So I have a slightly hooded lid, so I took it a little higher than my crease. And then I brought it out and up towards the lash line. Just put a little bit more product on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with a blending brush. This is the Luxie Small Taper Blending Brush. And I'm just going to blend out any harsh lines here. And you'll notice because I used the crease brush, I didn't lose the shape. Right, like it's still, see, this side, for some reason this side looks so weird. Maybe it's just my angle. Spend a little more time blending that one. Okay, so then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm going to take, this is just the CoverGirl Lid Lock Up eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use this to cut my crease a bit. Ooh, I just got it everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to take my finger and now I'm going to come in and I'm going to take just kind of my my Morphe all over flat brush, and I'm going to come into, I think I'm going to take this shade here, Lavish, into the outer corner. Oh, that is pretty. That's a beautiful shade. And I'm taking it up to my crease here, and then I'm just bringing it about 1/4 of the way over into my lid. Look at that. That is so pigmented. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's so shiny. Ooh. Man, that primer is just gripping too. Wow. Angle it. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to come into this shade right here, Hoss, this really light shimmer. Using the same brush, and I'm going to do this over the rest of my lid up to that crease. And you'll see what I'm going to do to the crease here in a minute. And I'm just taking this over to that shade Lavish and blending it in shades are so pigmented. The shimmer is amazing. Normally I'm a really big fan of matte shades. This is gorgeous. And again, there's really not a lot of kickback or fallout on the palette. A little bit, but not much. And I'm not having to like dig into the pans with color either. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to take this shade, where'd it go? We're going to go back into mode with my blending brush, and I'm just going to right here on this outer corner where I brought the Lavish, this darker shimmer out, and I'm just going to blend away the harshness. See that? Just the tiniest bit of product and just blend away the harshness. See? So there's still definition. You can still see the difference in the two, but it's not a really bold line. Now this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take my Morphe angled liner brush, and I'm going to come into the shade Jolie right here. I'm going to pack the product on the brush. There was a little more fallout there, but I think it's because of the type of brush I'm using. Tap off the extra, and I'm going to cut my crease with this. Just to really add definition in there. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. This is just gorgeous. And you'll see I'm bringing it out and I'm using it to separate the Lavish and the Mode a little bit. And you'll see why when I do the liner. I really want to try and use as much of this palette as I can. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking in my mirror, which is right here. Ooh. That's really pretty, guys. That is so pretty. Ooh. Yes, girl. Okay. And then, just trying to think like the shades I have and haven't I used. I used Velvet, I used Hoss, I used Lavish, I used Jolie, I used Mode. I have not used Dusk, Excess Need, or Monaco. I think I was gonna do a winged liner, but I think instead I'm just gonna kind of smoke out my lash line, and I'm gonna use the shade Monaco. So using the same angled brush. I'm gonna use it, and I'm going to bring it up and connect it to the Jolie shade, the crease cut. And then just down and along the top of the lashes. And really just focus this outer corner and smoke it out of it. And this is that darker shade with the green shimmer. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Same thing, take it up to that shade Jolie. creating kind of the winged effect there. And then along the lash line. And I'm not bringing it all the way in. You'll see I stopped about halfway on the lash line. Just build that up and really smoke out that outer corner. That way it'll still be visible when I put my lashes on. Ooh, okay, I'm really loving this. Let's see. No, the shoulder shimmy. Okay. So that only leaves a couple colors that I haven't used. And I think what I'm going to do is take this shade Dusk right here. And I'm going to take a smudging brush. So this is the Mott D Sultry Smudge. And I'm going to go into the shade Dusk. And I'm going to smoke out this lower lash line. Got a little bit of kickback on my face from the shimmer shades, I just noticed. Quite a bit, actually. But I used a lot of shimmer, so. I just haven't done my face makeup yet, so I'll be able to clean that up. Ooh, very pretty. Okay, and then we're going to come back into that shade Monaco, same brush, and I'm going to get this outer corner, and I'm going to stay a little closer to the lash line, creating a little bit of a gradient effect, not too much, just a bit, with that shade Dusk. Ooh, that is so pretty. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to do a liner since I smoked out the edges. So I will end up doing my lashes. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go do my full face. I'll come back to do the blushes and the lips with you guys. Okay, so face is done except for blush. I've got my bronzer and my highlight, my full face, brows, all that. I haven't done my lashes yet, but I wanted to play with my blushes. So I think for this one, since I went with a much more neutral color palette today, and I'm just looking at the blushes. So this one is much, like I said, this is the cooler toned one. This is Vogue. So this one is more the, I don't know, purpley pink. When I look at it, I think it's more of like a standard pink blush, but it's cooler when you look at it in comparison to the warm tone, which has more of an orange undertone. And this one is going to be a very strong color. So I think I'm going to go with this one. This is the Chase. This is more of a neutral. It's a peach, not a pink. I almost don't want to do this. I don't want to mess up the rose. So I'm just going to dab gently. And then right between my bronzer and my highlighter to help them blend. Just gonna dab. Ooh, that is orange. That is an orange pink. I don't mind it though. I think I definitely had too much product on the brush though. Very pigmented. Ooh, okay. I kind of love it. Let's put that in. Here we go. A nice little Colourpop. Colourpop. That's a really pretty color. Just gonna buff a bit. So usually, like, the reason why I do my blush after my highlighter and my bronzer, so my highlighter's still visible, bronzer's still visible, is, and I learned this from Robert Welsh, like I noticed it was happening, but I didn't really notice why. So if I was doing my highlighter afterwards, I would kind of get like a gray tone. And what I was finding out is that I had my bronzer too high and my highlighter too low, and they were blending together and they were creating kind of a gray. So I always do the blush last to help it blend together. So bronzer, blush, highlight, all still visible, but the lines are blurred. It's not like planes on my face. And I don't get the gray effect. I'm loving my eyes. I don't even have lashes on yet. And this is beautiful. Okay. So now, let's see. I've got my 3 lip tones. And I'm just trying to look at them in the light. So this is a darker. So this is the Contessa. This is the darkest shades. And these are more of a cool tone. And then, I drop it. I drop everything. Ooh. Okay. Excuse the mess behind me. This one is the Elegante. This is warmer. You'll see the gloss is more of an orange. This is the warm tone. And then the Splendor. So, and this one is more neutral. So we'll go with this one. So I'm going to start with the Luxe Velvet. It's this one here. Again, this is the shade Ingenue. Show you here. And this is just a nude. It's a very neutral nude liquid lipstick. It is a matte. See, it's drying matte. And these are called the Luxe Lip Duos. And I guess it does feel really luxurious. So it is a matte. See there? Beautiful color. Really neutral nude, dried matte. But it doesn't feel drying. Like a lot of liquid lipsticks, especially mattes when they dry, can feel really drying, but it does feel rather luxurious on. I wonder if I need to let it dry. It does not say. So I'm going to give that a second to dry and then we'll do the gloss. Okay, so while that was drying, I went ahead and put my lashes on, and these are my magnetic lashes. Those are on, so that's the eye. And then sticking with the Colourpop, I went ahead and I lined my waterline just ever so lightly. I actually borrowed from my Hocus Pocus collection and used the Black Flame Candle Green cream liner on my waterline. The lips are dry, no transfer at touch. And now I'm going to come over it with the lip gloss. This is Renaissance, and it is a very shimmery nude gloss. Let's take a little bit of that on the doe foot. And just enough to add some moisture and shine. So there it is. There's today's look. Cut crease, neutral palette. I'm loving this. This is probably one of my favorite eye looks. The definition on the eye, the colors, how well they blended. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Literally my favorite look that I've done so far. I feel like just incredible. It's neutral, but it's kind of glam, and it's fun, and my eyes just look and feel so bright. My lips feel amazing. I'm loving this blush color. I'm so happy. What do you think? Let me know below. If you get the color palettes and you play with it, let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know if you would like me to try some different looks. And I'll see you next time.